Hello everybody and welcome back to my reaction video of the semi-final match between Stefanos Tsitsipas and Roger Federer at the ATP Finals in London. This match had a winner and that was Stefanos Tsitsipas. Before I go into Roger Federer's disaster performance, that I call it, I just want to praise the young Greek for putting up another tough fight after his almost 3-hour battle against Rafael Nadal yesterday. Some maybe thought that he was going to be tired. He has no gas in his tank. His legs are not going to move as quick as he did yesterday. And what can we say? The young Greek, even though he didn't perform a superb match like he has done earlier in the tournament, because his match against Nadal was much better than his performance today against Roger Federer. And that's only because Federer was on Santa Claus mood in this match, like he can do on occasion nowadays. We have seen that many times before. Just look at his match against Millman and the Australian Open fourth-round match against Tsitsipas also, where Federer basically beat himself. Because, you know, after Federer's performance against Novak Djokovic, we saw the beast level, we saw the vintage level of Federer. We saw the first strike, ultra aggressive, low numbers of unforced error, pure elegance and ageless Roger Federer, with timing, with clean hitting, with a good conversion of the breakpoints, with forehand out of this world, with backhand returns, with solid backhand cross. We saw everything that is Roger Federer's big and famous trademark that have given him 20 Grand Slam. And when he makes a superb match like against Novak and lands 88% first service in and didn't lose a single point in his second serve in the first set, and also did only 5 unforced error, it's hard to top that. I knew that he wasn't gonna play in that mood, but I thought it was enough to beat the young Greek, because after his loss in Australia, he won against him in the final Dubai, and he beat him recently in Basel in convincing way 6-4, 6-4 also. And the Roger I saw against Novak made me glad, because I saw the Roger that I have always liked. But we all know Roger Federer, he doesn't have an average level. He has a super good level and a vintage level that is untouchable, like we saw against Novak Djokovic, because Novak Djokovic didn't do a bad match. He was right on. He was a normal level in that match, even though he couldn't work, because Federer made him look less better than he used to do, because he served so good and he was so clean. He was clinical in his execution from the baseline, so that's why he didn't give Novak a time to breathe. That's why he won that match fair and square, without a question. But Novak wasn't bad. But today, before I go on this video, I forgot, I have to make a shout out to my dear friend Inter. I saw that he has uploaded video a couple hour ago about Roger Federer's performance. I'm gonna watch that video after this one, because I came from tennis practice. I want to do my own video first. But like always, he delivers, my dear friend Inter, the undisputed tennis expert on YouTube. My lovely friend, a nice guy, a passionate guy who lives and eat, drink, sleep tennis like me. He's the guy I always talk tennis with on a private on phone. We're good friends, and it's nice that he has such a good and exciting tennis channel, the best on YouTube for sure, without a doubt. I only watch him, to be honest. Alright, back to Roger's horrible performance, because this was a horrible Santa Claus giving early Christmas gifts performance. Roger made 29 unforced errors and only hit 21 winners, I think, if I have checked the numbers right. Because I was so I was not shocked that he did a terrible match like this because he has done it before, but not today, not in these stages of the tournament. Novak is out, his biggest threat is out. The young guns are flossing him in the neck more than they flossed Nadal and Novak Djokovic. Roger was one of the last four standing this match, even though I would think that he would have a tough time to beat both Zverev and Thiem if he would advance to the final. But the young Greek didn't do a superb match. But he was ice cold. He was a problem solver. He solved this problem with his serve and, of course, with Roger Federer's unforced errors, because he hit the frame maybe 10 times with his forehand. I've never seen Roger do so many forehands unforced error in a three-set match like he did today. I thought maybe the number was, I think the number is over 15 in that section, totally 29 in this match. And you don't win matches against a solid player, an upcoming superstar, a guy that with his own hand had taken these 3,000 points to qualify for this tournament. You don't beat average if you do an average and horrible performance like he did today, Roger Federer. Because Tsitsipas, he had got 4 breakpoint chances. He took 3 of them. That makes it, if you do the math, it's 75%. And Roger only took 1 opportunity, 8% of his breakpoint points. And it was like in the Australian Open. He blew 12 breakpoints there. He blew 11 today, and he was up 0-30 on 3 occasions, I think. And in the first set, he had breakpoints on 3 different occasions, but still failed to deliver. Stefanos got 1, I think, and took it. That was it. It was enough for him. And in the early stages of the second set, in the Roger's second service game, he broke Roger's serve in love, 40-0 up, and then he broke, and then Roger managed to break back again. And I thought that Rogers was gonna get some space now. He will maybe take care of the situation. He's more experienced. Maybe he can hit through him. Maybe as he will try to chip and char and serve and volley a little bit more that he didn't do in the first set. Maybe I thought he was gonna change something. But what happens? Stefanos broke him immediately, and then the air went out from Roger. Because when Stefanos was serving for the first set, he had 7 set points, and Roger was close of breaking back. But he didn't take that chance. Stefanos was just too solid. He was just too calm. He didn't hesitate like many people can do. He let Roger do the job for him, and that's a terrible performance by Roger Federer. I don't know what to say anymore, because the Roger I saw today, I have never seen Nadal do a terrible match like this. I have never seen Novak, even though he disappears from matches, he can disappear for 5-10 minutes, he can lose to random guys also, but Nadal will never do a match like this. He will never give you a gift. He will never let you take charge. He will never let you take the racket out of his hand. Stefanos didn't have to take the racket from Federer's hand today. Roger gave it to him. Oh my God, this was one of the worst performances. I was so mad that I watched high quality tennis. I should have been watching high quality tennis in the semifinal, and then I see a performance like this. Yes, we can say that age caught up with him. He's not consistent as before, but this terrible level. Oh my God, I've never seen a thing like this, a match like this in a long while. Other than the young Greek, he took charge from the baseline. Roger can't do it with a solid baseline, especially the guys in the top 10. They are all good from the baseline. Medvedev is good. The only guy that he can beat from the baseline is Berrettini and Sasha Zverev from the baseline. Dominic Thiem is much more better. Nadal, Djokovic, Medvedev, Tsitsipas, all of them outplays Roger in the when you have a rally over 5 points. And that was happened today. The shorter rallies that Federer was supposed to take charge in and plays clean first like tennis. The young Greek just ran after everything. He didn't hesitate. He fished up the points. He was calm on the court. He just played on Roger. He was so brave that he played on Roger's Federer forehand in the beginning when he knew that Roger wasn't in his rhythm. And the young Greek was ice cold, like I told you. He was ice cold like Björn Borg. He didn't have any nerves. A young guy like him. Because his playing style is similar to Roger Federer's, almost. Federer has more harder winners. He creates more winners than Tsitsipas. But Tsitsipas is hard to beat from the baseline. And Roger's chip and char and serve and volley action came too late in this match. Unfortunately, it came in the last quarter of the match. And that cost him the match together with his returns also, we know. He got 56 first service numbers in. That's a terrible level if you compare to the match against Novak. You don't win matches against a solid player like Tsitsipas. And Tsitsipas numbers weren't that high either. So, on the second serves, Tsitsipas punished Roger's second serve more than Roger punished his second serve. And that's a key factor also. Totally in the match, Tsitsipas only won 7 points more than Roger. That means this was, it looked like a tight match in my eyes. But Stefanos was just madder when it most mattered. Roger's feet wasn't moving as quick as against Novak. He couldn't play his game. He wasn't there mentally, I think. And Roger has done this a couple of times before. But what can I say? Big congratulations to Stefanos. First attempt here in the ATP finals, and now he's gonna play his first final. I will not be surprised if he wins this match. If he wins, he will advance for sure on the ranking, and will end this year in fashion. For Roger, the season has ended. He will have to go and lick his wounds and think about his situation. He has been in this situation more than anybody else on the ATP Tour. If Roger would have won today and won tomorrow, he would have won 300 indoor matches in his career, which is a record, of course, amongst the players that are competing now. I know maybe some of the other guys maybe have a higher number. What can we say? He's still 38 years old. He produced some superb tennis times to time, but I don't trust Roger Federer's level anymore like I did before. I've said it before. Roger Federer shows a glimpse of his superior days on occasions. His average game is just good to be in the top 10 for quite a while. And as long as his serve doesn't leave him, he will be a top 10 player. But if he returns like today, and if he make unfortunately like he does today, he won't beat a solid top 10 player. That's for sure. Thanks for watching. Take care and bye bye.